Salutations, and welcome to Basic Public Speaking. I am Christy Thomas, and I'm your professor for this course. This video is discussing this course schedule for week 11, which are the dates October 24th through 31st. Let's get into it, shall we? So before I go into what we have to do this week, I just want to say that all the grading is caught up, and I'm still working on trying to get some more individualized responses to your speeches, but I have really enjoyed the how-to speeches. They have been fabulous, so thank you all so much for entertaining me with your speeches. With that being said, for week 11, we have the storytelling Halloween speech due. Now that video has already been posted with the requirements, and as always, there's Word documents. I think it's public speaking goodie folder it's the content folder that is the home to our syllabus. So there you find the syllabus, the weekly schedule, and then you'll also find Word documents and videos for requirements of main speeches and the storytelling speeches. So with the storytelling speech, just kind of recap it up for you. For all is that there is no time limit, but I do ask, I beg that you speak for longer than a minute in this speech. There's no outline due, and the due date for the speech is by midnight on October 31st. Now, if you are sending me texts and emails and it's latter part of the week, like Friday and Saturday and stuff, I will get to you as soon as I can. If I don't get back to you immediately, I'm just... Like I said, my Wallins are 7 and 6 years. The twins are 6. So I'm out doing Halloween festivities with the Wallings. But I will respond to you as soon as I can. With that being said, the Halloween speech, again, it's just anything that kind of falls under the Halloween umbrella. It can be, you can talk about music, you can talk about literature and films, or Halloween traditions of your own, or history of Halloween traditions, or the lore of Halloween, like witches and vampires and werewolves, or zombies or mummies, or you can talk about television shows. These are things that are Halloween or spooky or supernatural or kind of off the beaten path. You can talk about conspiracy theories. You can talk about podcasts. You can talk about YouTubers. You can talk about murder mysteries. You can talk about true crime. You can talk about Halloween candy, maybe your favorite treat, or maybe you like to make some, or how to carve a perfect pumpkin, or how to do an awesome makeup, or how to make your own costume. You can also discuss urban legends, ghost stories, some maybe that are yours, or ghost stories that you just enjoy in general. Like I said, literature, this can be characters, books, series, authors themselves. There's some authors that are in the thriller horror genre, and these can be classics or new. You can talk about graphic novels. You could talk about films. And again, these could be characters in films, the film itself. Maybe there's remakes. There's the old Universal classic films, and then there's remakes of them. So you have the Mummy films, the original, the remake, Dracula, Frankenstein. There's so many different versions of them. So you can compare and contrast if you want. You can talk about directors that are really into the off-the-beaten-path horror spooky. You have Alfred Hitchcock, classic horror. Wes Craven, again, 80s classic horror. Tim Burton is known for his unusual and quirky. Guillermo del Toro has some off-the-beaten-path films as well. Sorry for the noise in the background. I have The Haunting of Hill House playing, so 'tis the season, right? You can also talk about animals or creatures associated with Halloween. So it can be bats or black cats, and maybe the traditions or lores of where they begin. You can talk about historical figures that were maybe a little macabre or strange. So really it falls under this umbrella. And it doesn't have to be like straight horror or spooky. You can talk about Disney villains, Maleficent, the Evil Queen, Jafar. You can also discuss like PG-friendlier Halloween-themed movies, like Halloween Town, Hocus Pocus, Nightmare Before Christmas. P.S. A fave of mine. I think I mentioned that. Corpse Bride, Coraline. Neil Gaiman is an author, and he has a lot of fabulous works. You can also discuss, oh my gosh, musicians or music. Rob Zombie, I say him because he's up where he's redoing Munsters, and he is not only a musician. He was both a solo artist and with a band, and he directs films. So he's got a lot under him that you can go as well. You can talk about horror or supernatural themed musicals like Repo the Genetic Opera, Rocky Horror Picture Show, Hedwig and the Angry Inch would probably fall under this as well. And there's many more. That's Sweeney Todd. Trying to think, because I did a video, and guys, I really probably could talk about this subject for days. I've said conspiracy theories. You can talk about, there's a show on History Channel, Aliens. Or they also have one about, what is it? Oh my gosh. The Money Pit. Oh, there you go. You can also talk about horror franchises, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Halloween, Final Destination. Again, kid-friendly stuff, Casper the Friendly Ghost. Trying to think of other ones. Simpsons Horror, the Treehouse of Horrors, or certain episodes, television shows like Supernatural, Winona Earp. Is that it? I don't know. I haven't watched that one. Vampire Diaries, Sabrina. There's two different versions of Sabrina. There's the Netflix version and the original version. The old Dark Shadows, which later became a film by Tim Burton. So all that falls under this like lovely. There's like kid-friendlier shows. Like my kids love to watch Gravity Falls. It's no longer in syndication, but I call it Unsolved Mysteries for kids because it's Unsolved Mysteries cartoons. You can talk about creatures like the Mothman. You can talk about Bigfoot. You can talk about the Loch Ness Monster. That kind of falls under urban legends. You can talk about haunted locations. There's one in Louisville, Kentucky called Waverly Hills Sanatorium. There's all over the country. There's Lizzie Borden's house. New Orleans is chock full of stories. The American Horror Story television series. As you can see, you have plenty to choose from. All that I ask is that you talk for more than a minute. And it can be anything from personal to stuff you enjoy to stuff that you like. Or you can tell me the point of view, how maybe Maleficent was treated when she really wasn't the villain. Or how villains became, put your own twist in it. Have fun with it. That's all I ask, folks. Have fun. It's a storytelling speech, and that's the purpose of this speech. Like I said, I already did a video on it, and I could probably still keep talking, but I'm going to make myself stop talking. So, reminder that this speech is due by midnight on October 31st. That's a Sunday. And I will get to you as soon as I can. If you are texting me or emailing me about Friday, Saturday, Sunday-ish, because I will be doing activities with my kids. Also, this week I have Chapter 18, and Chapter 18 is on online speaking. There will be a Word document and a PowerPoint presentation. I don't have a video of myself discussing this chapter because it's just kind of a quick snippet chapter because we are working on online, but I might have a few additional aid videos. So, for week 11, October 24th through October 31st, you have the storytelling Halloween speech due, and you also check out Chapter 18's world. If you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to me. I will get back to you as soon as I can. And I hope that you have a fabulous week. You have Halloween fun. And find your magic, folks. Thanks. Bye.